and welcome to LALL Nutrition. My name is Lall and I'm a holistic nutritionist. So in today's video, I wanted to share some travel tips, so some holistic travel tips and some tips to remain healthy while you're flying. And I just recently went on a pretty long flight with my son. We went on a mom and child retreat, and we were pretty much flying for about 24 hours. We had two separate flights. And so this just reminded me of things that I do to travel. And of course, when you have a child, it's a little bit, you have to add in a little bit more. And I actually have my list here of all the things that I made sure to take with me, because you need to be organized and have lists when you're a traveling mom. Or even a traveling person. I always make sure I have lists, and if you create it once, you can sort of always look at it. Every trip and each destination you go to is a little bit different, but you can sort of reuse the same thing. So I'm going to share some of the essentials that I usually I want to take with me. So I'm going to start off with I think I'm going to start off with supplements, because I think just in general, for a trip away, you want to make sure you're taking care of your digestion. So you want to have sort of your bases covered. So normally when I travel, actually when I'm at home, I have a green smoothie, a very basic, simple fruits and veggie green smoothie every morning. And that is a living food. It has tons of enzymes, it has a lot of vitamins and minerals and nutrition, and it tastes amazing, and it really gives me lots of energy and boosts my system. But when I'm traveling, I'm not always able to find a green smoothie. So what I usually take are a greens powder. And Vitamin Mineral Greens is one that I've used in the past. They have travel packs, but this time I use Green Vibrance. And the thing about the greens powder is that it's usually dehydrated greens and there might be chlorella, spirulina, different herbs. They usually contain probiotics, they have digestive enzymes, they have sometimes added in vitamins and minerals. They're very nutrient dense and alkalinizing, and sometimes they're raw, so they have extra enzymes in them because they haven't been sort of cooked, so destroying the natural enzymes. So I really love taking this because it's alkalinizing. It boosts your system. In an alkaline system, really sickness and disease can't kind of take root, because in an alkaline system it's more oxygenated, and this sort of prevents illness, especially if you're traveling to places that might be kind of iffy. And so that would be an amazing thing to take, a greens powder. The second supplement I would say to take is a really great probiotic. Even though the greens powder has a probiotic, you can never have enough probiotics. Of course, if you have a sensitive system, you have to listen to your body to see if you're having too much, but you want to take an extra one. And so I take probiotics. You want to make sure they're shelf stable, or at least they can remain outside and still have a high potency when you travel. So I know of a few really great brands that I give to clients, because when our gut health is so important, obviously, for digestion, and a lot of our immune system, the lymphatic system, is located in the gut. So if it's not functioning properly and we have an imbalance of bacteria, we're going to get sick quicker. And especially when we're in a foreign place and the water is different, the food is different, and we're sort of been stressed by traveling or been on long airplane rides, our system can become depleted, we can be more susceptible. So we want to sort of make sure we're always boosting our system and giving it the best nutrition. So the best nutrition, when you're balanced, your bacteria is balanced, you'll digest better and absorb nutrients better. The third thing I'm going to say as a supplement to take along to think about is a digestive enzyme. And this will help you digest your food, of course, and when you're digesting your food properly, you have less digestive issues like bloating or gas or stomach pain, and you're actually not putting as much energy into digestion, so your body can take care of itself in other functions. If it is you know, if you're eating if you're eating heavier meals or different kinds of foods, the digestive enzyme will just help you to make sure you're, again, digesting really well and you're not overburdening your system. So that's it for sort of 3 key supplements that I would want to take along with me that I have. The next thing, so on the airplane, the kind of foods that I took, because I had to think about my son. So easy snacks, something like a Lara bar or a few of them would be great. They're prepackaged, they're very simple. The ones we get are the cashew and date ones. So they're super simple and just easy to take along with you. I took along some Mary's crackers. My son loves those, and avocados, so I could sort of mash them up and make sort of a cracker sandwich for him. And avocados are a really amazing, easily digestible fat. They're hydrating, they have lots of vitamins, they have lots of minerals, and they'll satiate you because of the fat content. And especially when you're on a lot of flights, it's very dehydrating to your skin, and so you want to make sure you're having as much fresh sort of fruits and veggies as possible. We took along bananas and apples, because bananas you can just peel them, apples you just wash them, they're very easy, they're not sort of a complicated fruit. And I also took along on the flight, I made this sort of trail mix with goji berries and pumpkin seeds and almonds, and I had sprouted them, I put some raisins in there. I didn't have that much of it because it's more dry, but if I felt really I needed something to tide me over, or I was just feeling like something like that, I at least had with me. And I took along a huge tub of chopped veggies, so carrots hold up really well, some broccoli, some cauliflower, so lots of water containing fresh foods. Normally I would have made a salad, but I was just sort of thinking of things I could kind of create on the airplane because you know, when you're traveling with your child, I didn't want things to become messy or sort of spill. And when you're eating foods with a lot of water content, at least you're hydrating your body. You're not eating things that are sucking more water out of your system, because whenever something is dry, it actually needs water from your system in order to be digested properly. And I also made these baggies of just some organic oatmeal with some dates and cinnamon, and for one of my meals or sort of a snack, I just asked for hot water and I put it in, and that was just sort of something quick and hot that I could have, that, you know, in case the meals on the airplane weren't that great. And I had actually forgot to order sort of a vegetarian meal on the airplane. And then I later realized, by the time I realized it, so I was able to call in and order a raw vegan meal, which meant lots more fresh veggies. And I ordered a cooked vegan meal just to see what it would be like. And so because we were in commute for 24 hours, it was good to sort of have some extra food from the airplane. Normally I wouldn't eat airplane food at all. But because we're sort of in a bind, you're getting still some fresh veggies and fruits in those meals that you can eat that haven't been overly microwaved, or that can at least add to the food that you already have with you. Some other things for traveling that I took that I think were important was a face mist, and this one was, I'll have to put the link, but it was very hydrating and it was good for my son and I, because your skin does get really dry when you're traveling. And it was just easy every few hours to spritz it on instead of putting a moisturizer. It was just very quick, especially it makes it easier with a child. And I took my toothbrush and floss and toothpaste because, you know, just eating and sitting and just having that stuff in your mouth, it doesn't feel very good. I did take some shea butter in case I wanted to put it on my face, but I found the mist worked really well. And of course, you always want to have lots of water with you. So I asked every time they gave water, I took it. I had refillable water jars, so I would add it to our bottles. I also had tea with me, so I would ask for hot water and just have different herbal teas. And I also had, so I'm sort of just naming things now, sort of out of order, but I also took along with me a vitamin C BSc from, I can't remember the name now, I'll have to link it, not Emergency, a different brand, because I'm not too fond of that brand. But when you're traveling, you're sort of exposed to more radiation, so it's good to make sure you're upping your antioxidant levels, and also you're in sort of a confined space with lots of people, and you want to just make sure your immune system is boosted. So vitamin C is such a potent antioxidant. It's great for your immune health, and just having more antioxidants in your system will help you mitigate sort of the stress of flying. So I made sure to do that, drinking lots of water, and the herbal teas also have antioxidants, and I took a lot of Tulsi tea just to make sure relax my system. It's an adaptogenic herb. And let's see what else. I did also take my greens powder, for one of the meals. If it was sort of a morning meal, it's sort of hard when you're going through time zones. Yeah, so those were sort of the things that I packed for us in terms of supplements and foods, just to make sure our flight was as comfortable as possible. I also packed some toys and things like that for my son, but I'm just sort of sticking to the food and supplements to help you in this video. So I hope this video has helped you and given you some ideas if you're traveling. It's really important to take care of your health on the flight. Also, movement is very important. So my son loves to run around, so I was walking a lot and moving with him, and we were stretching. But it's good every hour, get out of your seat if you can, if you're not sleeping, to just move around, because you don't want your systems to stagnate and just get stiff and reduce your immunity in a way. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please do let me know. I look forward to sharing more videos with you. Please be sure to like and subscribe.